Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you're staying warm. While we still don't know for sure if Bryan Reynolds is the quote-unquote big move, which has been rumored for the past few weeks, we're definitely starting to hear his name more and more and see it tossed around on social media more and more. With Michael Conforto going to the Giants last night, the list of available candidates for left field is dwindling. Jack Curry is reporting, and I trust Jack Curry, that Pittsburgh is asking for young starting pitching as the main piece to any Bryan Reynolds trade. That could be an issue, though, because the Yankees used up a lot of their young pitching prospects, such as Ken Waldichuk and J.P. Sears, to get Frankie Montas at the trade deadline.
Look at the fucking smile on my face.
You'd assume that they would want an outfielder to replace Bryan Reynolds as well, both in the short term for center field and as someone for their fans to get excited about. So naturally, you would assume that they would ask for Jason Dominguez. Personally, I'm hesitant to trade Jason Dominguez, but I would deal him for Reynolds under two circumstances. One, Reynolds would have to sign an extension with the Yankees, and two, the Yankees wouldn't have to give up any other top 10 prospects to get him. Would that be enough to get it done? Probably not, and I'm fine with that. At that point, I would pivot to Dalton Varsho from the Diamondbacks, whom you could definitely get without having to sacrifice Jason Dominguez, and who I think would put up a great season hitting in Yankee Stadium. But I do think Bryan Reynolds is worth negotiating over, so allow me to try and put together a package that I think would be a fair starting point, a fair offer for Bryan Reynolds. First, if the Pirates really want MLB-ready pitching, I would start my trade offer with Domingo Germán. Germán pitched in 72 1/3 innings last year and had a 3.61 ERA. That would put him at or near the top of the Pirates rotation already. And you know what? We'll pick up his $3 million salary as well. Also in my trade package would be Clark Schmidt, who was a former first-round draft pick and who had a pretty solid year last year, 57 2/3 innings and a 3.12 ERA. Not too bad. So already we're giving them two pieces that can step into their rotation. But Reynolds is a special player, so they're going to want more. I would give them Austin Wells, another first-round draft pick and somebody that would be very difficult to trade because I think his swing is built for Yankee Stadium and he's at a valuable position of catcher, but also could probably step in and play first base or left field, even right field. I would also give them their short-term center field piece. I would give them Everson Pereira, who I think could definitely make the Pirates opening day roster and fill in center field. I would also include a couple of more really good prospects. Roderick Arias, the #1 international signing from last year, a switch-hitting defensive wizard with some pop and a cannon for an arm, and Luis Gil, who's injured right now having Tommy John surgery but has shown flashes of brilliance in the major leagues, has an exciting 100-mile-an-hour fastball, a lot of energy, and could potentially fill out the Pirates rotation in 2024. As if that were not enough, though, every team is allowed to trade bonus pool dollars, and the Yankees could kick in, $3 or $4 million from their bonus pool of $5 million to give the Pirates a real shot to sign a major international prospect. Everyone has different perspectives. I'm sure there's people who will look at my offer and say, well, that's not enough, and others that will think it's an overpay. But treat it as a starting point for the conversation and go from there. Reynolds is a good player, but he's going to be a free agent pretty soon, so I'd be really careful about giving up too much or about trading Jason Dominguez, who could arguably be your future in the outfield. Anyway, I hope we have news soon. I'll see you next time.
Ball game